YouTube. This is my third video for today. As I said in the other two videos, I've been buying guitars, fixing them up, just to sell them on, just to fund my own guitar habit. This is my 1958 Gibson Les Paul Custom. No, it's not really. It's an Axel, or AXL, which, see, to be honest, the main criticism I have about this guitar, in fact, pretty much the only one, is Axel just isn't a nice sounding name. It makes me think of Axl Rose. It just sounds like a sort of toy thing. But they do have good reviews. I used to have a guitar called an Axel Badwater, which was like it was meant to look like driftwood. It was a sort of Telecaster. It was all burnt and stuff. And it was a good guitar. I just feel Axel's not a good name. So that's basically the downside. Also, if you're a Les Paul nut, you'll notice it's not quite Les Paul shaped. It's a bit more like a Gretsch or a Darmond or something. This bit's not quite, on a real Les Paul it's a wee bit pointier. But that's only just what it looks like. It's nothing to do with. It's got a bound top. I had to go in and adjust the wiring in this one. The electrics didn't work, so because I know what I'm doing, I fixed it up. And I noticed that it is actually a separate top. Whatever the body's made of, it's a separate carved top that's put on the top. So you'd imagine it probably is very similar construction-wise to a Les Paul. It's got a set neck as well, no bolt-on neck. You can argue whether that makes any difference or not. Also, looking at the video, I'm not sure the scratch plate's exactly the same shape as a... When I say the right shape, I don't mean the right shape. There's no right shape, but just to make it look exactly like a Gibson. It's got an amazing painted neck on it as well. No, this is a very nice guitar. I had to replace the volume controls on it because they were all broken. Neck pickup. Oh, I used to be able to play a Darkness song. I used to be able to play a Darkness song because he plays one of these also. Should probably play songs I know how to play, but that's just because it was Randy Rhoads, and Randy Rhoads played a white Les Paul Custom. So issues with this guitar, there wasn't really that much wrong with this one. It was the electrics didn't work. The volume controls were all smashed up, and I had to replace. I mean, this is how picky I'm being with. The guitars I'm making them functional. Maybe not pristine. It does have obviously some light scratches and stuff on it. If you're going to be really picky, see that bolt there? You can see it's not gold. That's because I put it on. So it's a silver bolt that holds the scratch plate on rather than a gold one like it should be. But I think if you were paying, if you were buying an original 50s one for £10,000, maybe that would matter. But it doesn't make any difference in a guitar like this. Of note as well, the only other criticism I've really got about it is, if you can see there, if we can get this right up there. It's not going to show up, is it? You can sort of see it on this machine head. At some point this screw must have fallen out and someone's put another screw in, and it's slightly bigger than the other one. What's happened is it's cracked the paintwork round about the screw. That's not going to move at all. You can tell by looking at it that must have happened 5-10 years ago. It doesn't do anything. All it means is it's got a slight, what looks like it's got a surface crack through the plastic coating. It's not through the wood, and it doesn't make any difference to the guitar. I'm much more inspired with this one than I am with some of the other ones I've bought. This is a better guitar, but that might just be because I like the idea of a white Les Paul better than I do. Well, the other one's a Warlock or a Jackson, and it's like, there is something to be said for Les Pauls. This, if I'm totally honest, is not far off an Epiphone, if at all off whatever the equivalent Epiphone is. The Epiphone standard, where it's set neck and it's thick and it weighs nice and chunky and heavy. It's got a sort of 50s Les Paul style neck profile on it. I would play this guitar at gigs, no problem, the way it is. It's kind of not your super entry level, it's the one above that. I mean, it's significantly better than your Squier Affinity or Epiphone, an LP100. It's got a Les Paul Special. It's significantly better than them. It's significantly more like a Les Paul than a really cheap one. Yeah, so I like this guitar, but I'm going to have to sell it anyway because I've got far too many guitars. I'm not a huge Les Paul fan. In fact, is it going to be able to get it out? So, if I just hold on for 2 secs. I'm going to get it out, I'm going to get it out. Hey, there we go. So here is what I'm saying about the shape not quite being right. There is the axle, and here's what a real Les Paul looks like. See, it's not quite the same shape. But this is an old Japanese one made by Grant, and it's got the desirable, the correct shape headstock, but it's a bolt-on neck, and I've had to upgrade all the tuners and stuff on it because they were crap. This is probably worth 250 quid, and there is absolutely nothing apart from the desirability and the fact that this is 40 years old that is better about this guitar than this one. The axle is better in every single regard. In terms of quality, sound, playability, all that stuff. It's just the desirability of this one that is different. Because this looks exactly like a Les Paul, whereas this kind of looks a bit more like a Gretsch or something. But it's a much better guitar. So don't be fooled by some of these. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm going to try and sell this because some people just need to have a Gibson Les Paul. And it makes all the difference, the fact the headstock is actually Gibson shaped. I've never liked the Epiphone headstock. It's kind of... That's better than an Epiphone headstock. I would tend to call it an AXL. See if it just been any other 3 letters. Just that. This strap, I keep had it in another guitar as well. It's just crap. If you're going to buy a strap, don't spend £1 on one unless you're constantly going to be terrified that it's going to come off and you'll drop the guitar. You need to have leather ends on the end of a strap, not stupid material. Or if you're going to use that, you need to have like you get things called strap locks, which is like a wee metal clip which holds it on. So, good quality Les Paul custom looky guitar for sale on eBay as of this week. Rock on. Good for a beginner. Absolutely no problem, but I'd almost suggest you could use it as a second. It'd be good for your second guitar, your upgrade. And I think the good thing about buying these, if you're buying these guitars off me, is these are not going to drop in value. So you buy it off me, whatever you pay for it, keep it for a year, decide guitar playing's not for me, or you want to, you decide you're going to, once you can play, you decide you want a real Gibson Les Paul, you'll be able to sell this on for exactly the same price you bought it for, provided you don't break it. And when I say break it, I mean drop it. Not really, you're not going to break it by playing it, you know. Good guitar, rock on.